Morning. We're just going to give folks a few seconds to come in from the waiting room.
I'm here.
Uh,
Steve DeAngelis. I do not have access to a camera, so I'm using my cell phone. Is that adequate?
That's okay. We're going to mute everybody right now, though, until you are presenting before the board. And as a reminder, please do mute yourself when you enter from the waiting room, unless and until you are appearing or testifying actively before the board. Good morning. This is a hearing before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. Today's hearing is being held pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing will be recorded and posted to the City of Boston's website. Before I review procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman Kathleen Joyce.
Good morning. My name is Kathleen Joyce. I'm Chair of the Boston Licensing Board, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Commissioner Kiana Saxon and Commissioner Liam Curran.
Thank you. And as a reminder, please mute yourself unless and until you are actively appearing or testifying before the board. Please ensure your audio and visuals are working properly if possible. I will call each item in the order that it appears on the agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You will then make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the chairwoman and commissioners. Following the questions, there will be testimony beginning with elected officials or their representatives. Please limit your testimony to 2 minutes and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. Now calling item number 1 on today's agenda, Watermark Donut Company, Inc., doing business as Dunkin', located at 157 Seaport Boulevard, has applied for a common victular license to be exercised on the above in one room, service in front, kitchen and storage in back. Manager Sean Sullivan, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Attorney Thomas Miller. Attorney Miller.
Good morning, Mr. Executive Secretary, Madam Chair, members of the board, Tom Miller, McDermott, Quilty, Miller. I'm here on behalf of the applicant, Watermark Donut Company. I'm joined by Sean Sullivan. I see him here, the proposed manager of record. This application is to allow Watermark to relocate their recently closed location at 200 Seaport Boulevard across the street to 157 Seaport Boulevard. The previous location was closed due to the renovation of the World Trade Center. Watermark, as the board is aware, is an experienced operator with over 30 locations in the Boston area. They've been in business for over 25 years. This location is approximately 1,197 square feet. It has a capacity of 20 people. There's no seating proposed for this. This is a takeout only location. It will be operated in the same manner as the previous location had been for over 18 years. And it will, and as Danny said, it's going to be operated from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. We thank you for your time and we're happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. I have no questions. Commissioners?
Neither do I. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Hi, Madam Chair, members of the board, Haley Dale, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Our office has received no complaints or support for this because it's just a Dunkin' Donuts. So we'd like to defer to the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley.
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Seth Flynn. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Thank you. The board will take this under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling item number 2, Air Ventures LLC, doing business as Hudson's Coffee, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, has applied for a common victular license to be exercised on the above. Food court, coffee kiosk, manager Mark Levine, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Attorney Andrew Upton, who is present on behalf of the applicant.
Good morning. My name is Bill Newland. I'm one of the owners and the executive vice president of Air Ventures.
Great. You may proceed. Let us know what you're planning to do.
Absolutely. So we're taking over what was previously a Starbucks coffee in Terminal E at Boston Logan. And our desire is to convert it into a Hudson's Coffee, very similar, no alcohol, coffee, food items, things like that. Air Ventures, we've operated, just has some background in Boston Logan for 15 years. Currently operate 5 other locations in Boston Airport. Are very excited to be a part of the project. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Chairman Joyce, any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you.
None for me.
For me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Calling item number 3, NKOTB Lessee LLC, doing business as Revere Hotel Rebels Guild, located at 96 200 Stewart Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Fernando Antonio Grillon to Mark O. Fisher, who is present on behalf of the licensee. Oh, hang on, I believe Eric Chan, are you trying to speak? There we go.
Good morning. This is Mark Fisher, General Manager of the Revere Hotel Boston. Good morning, Madam Chair and Board. I'm calling in regards to doing a name change to my name as a hotel manager of the property, as well as Rebels Guild.
Thank you. Chairman Joyce, any questions?
I just wanted to be, are you already a approved manager of record by this board?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I don't have any other questions. Is there anything else, commissioners?
None from me, thank you.
Not for me either. Thank you.
Great. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? The board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Calling item number 4, Corner Cafe Inc., doing business as Corner Cafe, located at 87 Prince Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers directors. Attorney Matthew Eckel. Attorney Eckel, or who is present on behalf of the licensee?
I'm present. Attorney Michael Cronin with Drago and Toscano LLP. We're also joined by Attorney Matt Eckel from Drago and Toscano. We're representing the client at Corner Cafe Incorporated. The manager of record is Richard Longo. He is also on this call, I believe. Him and his wife, Mary Ann Longo, are the 2 officers of record for the corporation, and they're looking to remove Mary Ann Longo due to a number of factors, including age and declining health. And Richard Longo will remain as the sole officer of the corporation.
And no other operational changes at this location?
No, that's it.
I have no other questions, Danny.
Great.
No
Commissioner
questions.
Jackson, Mr.
Nothing further.
Great, thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you. Now calling item number 5, Capital Burger Holdings LLC, doing business as the Capital Burger, located at 157 to 159 Newbury Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Good morning, Chairman, members of the board. Elizabeth Pisano from Upton, Connell, and Devlin on behalf of the applicant, Capital Burger. This is just an officer change. Lindsay Corrin has replaced Joseph Kern as LLC manager and president. There are no operational changes, just this one officer change.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Commissioners, do you?
I do not, thank you.
None. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you. Calling item 6, Capital Grill Holdings Inc., doing business as the Capital Grill, located at 900 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC manager. Attorney Pisano, is this you as well?
Yes, it
Great.
is. Okay. Lindsay Corrin has replaced Joseph Kern as vice president and secretary, and then Angela Simmons has replaced William White as director, president, and treasurer. And again, there are no changes operationally at the restaurant, just this officer change.
Okay, I don't have any questions.
None from me.
None. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Ed Flynn. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement.
Thank you.
Calling item number 7, Eddie V's Holdings LLC, doing business as Eddie V's, located at 800 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC manager. Attorney Pisano, back to you.
Thank you. This one is just Lindsay Korn is replacing Joseph Kern as LLC manager and president. And again, no operational changes.
Okay, no questions for me?
None, thank you.
Yeah, that's, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Great, the board will take this under advisement as well. And calling item number 8, GMRI Inc., doing business as the Olive Garden Italian Restaurant located at 11B Allstate Road in Dorchester, holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors. Attorney Pisano once again.
Okay. Lindsay Korn has replaced Joseph Kern as vice president and secretary, and Angela Simmons has replaced William White as director, president, and treasurer. And again, no operational changes, just the officer change.
Okay, thank you. I have no questions.
Questions?
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 9, PT Opco LLC, doing business as Pink Taco, located at 374 Congress Street. This matter was continued from the February 2nd agenda. The licensee has withdrawn their application to amend the description of the licensed premise at this time. The only transactional matter before the board today is the second matter, a petition for a change of officer, director, LLC manager. Attorney Caroline O'Connell. Attorney O'Connell.
Good morning, everyone. We're here on a pretty simple change of LLC manager. Edward Algio and Randall Sharp are coming off as LLC managers, and Stefan Schneider is coming in as an LLC manager. Everything else is staying the same.
Thank you. No
Thank
questions
you.
for me. Yep.
None for me, thank you.
No questions.
Great, thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you. Calling item number 10, Stephen T. DeAngelis Inc., doing business as Golden Goose Market, located at 179 Commercial Street. Holder of a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change in officers, directors, LLC manager of the corporation. Secondly, has petitioned for a change in stock ownership interest. Lastly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Stephen T. DeAngelis to Jesse Powers, who is present on behalf of the licensee. Is there anybody here on behalf of Golden Goose Market? Okay, we'll take a second call at the end. Calling item number 11, Amrines Incorporated, doing business as Amrines, located at 80 West Broadway. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned to change the corporate name of the licensed business from Amrines Inc. to Mull's Pub Inc. Secondly, has petitioned for a change in officers, directors, LLC manager. And lastly, has petitioned for a change in stock and ownership interest. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Stephen Mulry. Oh, I'm Donna.
Great, thank you. Yep, Mr. Muller, you may go ahead.
Me go?
Yeah, you go.
Oh, it's kind of a long story, but I'll make it quick. Dapper O'Neill used to always do my licenses and take it in, and I didn't realize there was a change, so I'd have my bartenders or anybody go in, and I never formally changed it. My father's been dead for 20 years. We've been operating as Mull's Pub for about 12 years.
Longer than that.
Longer than that. My memory's a little gone. But I never formally did the appropriate paperwork.
Okay, so we're just changing the corporate name, and you guys have changed the officers and directors of the LLC and
We're
some stock ownership, right?
So we're removing his parents who are deceased.
Okay.
And just leaving Stephen.
But
Okay.
I've been the manager
Oh,
50 years.
Okay, and you are currently the manager of record on the license, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Thank you for joining us today, and I don't have any questions. I'm glad we were able to help you guys clear this up.
Thank you.
Commissioners, do you have any questions?
Nothing further, thanks.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Ed Flynn. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter today? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 12, Hyde Park Liquors 2 Inc., doing business as Doors Liquor Mart.
I have to
located
go
at
to a
350
second call because of this.
Muting everybody. Thank you.
Danny,
Now-
do you want to go back to number 10? Because I think he's here.
Oh, sure. Great.
Yeah,
Was
hi.
that-
Golden
Yes,
Goose.
Sorry, were you here on behalf of Golden Goose?
I am. Somehow or other, I was trying to speak and Zoom locked me out, but can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. So,
Okay, I am Stephen DeAngelis, owner and manager currently of the Golden Goose Market, 179 Commercial Street. And I'm here to pass the day-to-day management off to Jesse Powers. And the stock change is because my former partner has been dead for a number of years and I'm just getting around to changing it. All else will really stay the same. The operation will be the same and will function as we always have for the last 46 years, I guess.
Okay, is Jesse Powers with us?
He is not with us. Unfortunately, this morning, a very close family member at 6 o'clock this morning passed, and he was not able to be here.
Okay, well, we can't
He has
approve.
been,
We can't approve him as manager of record unless he joins us in person or on Zoom. So if he could join us tomorrow before we vote, we could approve him, or we could reschedule. I have to ask 4 questions before the board to swear in the new manager of record or to approve the new manager of record, and he has to be here to answer those questions.
and would he just call in on this same Zoom call tomorrow?
What I would suggest is reach out to Danny Green or Maria Farrell in my office, and we will make sure to give you the proper information before we vote tomorrow at 10 a.m. if that's possible.
I think it is. It was I'm
It will
sorry
take
about
all
this.
of, it will take all of 15 seconds, but we do need him to be present and to have his camera on and to answer 4 questions for the board.
Okay, I will.
If you want to try to get him to join us.
Here.
Okay, if you think it's possible to get him to join us before we end this hearing, we will ask him those 4 questions. Otherwise, we will have to reschedule it for tomorrow.
Okay, I will call him right now and see if he can rejoin us. And he can rejoin with these same passcodes?
Yes.
Yes, we would like him to have his camera on so we know that he is Jesse Powers.
Okay, I don't have access to a camera in my office here. I'm sorry. I probably should have done it from home. I will call him right now and see if we can get him to join. I'm really sorry for this imposition. He was planning on being here and unfortunately.
Okay.
Is it possible for him to do it in person at the licensing board tomorrow or not?
If he gets here, actually, no. And we could set him up on a Zoom. We could set him up on Zoom in the office. Yes, we can do that.
All right.
He is here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Let me see if I can get him now. Otherwise, we'll do it for tomorrow morning. I sincerely apologize for all of this.
Thank you. We can try to work this out. In the meantime, on the other 2 matters for this that are not the manager of record change, are there any individuals who wanted to testify on either the change in officers directors LLC or the change in stock ownership interest? Great. Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement unless Mr. Powers joins us later on during this hearing.
Thank
Now
you
move-
so much. I appreciate everything.
Thank you very much. We are now going to move on to item number 12, Hyde Park Liquors 2, Inc., doing business as Doors Liquor Mart, located at 356 Washington Street in Brighton. Holder of a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change in officers, directors, LLC manager of the corporation. Secondly, has petitioned for a change in stock ownership interest. Lastly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Kim M. Dervishian to Kerry D. Gregorio. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Dervishian. Good morning, Madam Chairman and Commissioners. I'm here representing as the president for Doors Liquor Mart and Hyde Park Liquors. My sister Kerry D. Gregorio is here representing the manager. And we are both 50-50 stakeholders in the business. Doors Liquors has been in business for 37 years, and we're just replacing and updating some names for the current operations.
Okay. Ms. D. Gregorio, you're going to be the new manager of record for this license. If you could turn your, yeah, if you're on mute. I'm going to ask you the 4 standard manager of record questions that we require of everyone who appears before us to be an approved new manager of record. Are you a citizen?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, I do.
Are you familiar with our rules and regulations, the ABCC and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
I am.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any other questions. Commissioners, do you?
Nothing further.
Further from me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Calling item 13, Yard House USA Inc., doing business as Yard House, located at 126 Brookline Ave. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors of the corporation. Secondly, has petitioned for a change of stock ownership interest. Attorney Joseph Devlin, who is present on behalf of the licensee.
Hi, Elizabeth Pisano from Upton, Connell, and Devlin, counsel for Yard House USA Inc. This is first a change of officers. We have Lindsay Corrin has replaced Joseph Kern as vice president and secretary, and Angela Simmons has replaced William White as director, president, and treasurer. Secondly, we are seeking to add GMRI Inc. as a holding company. GMRI Inc. is the 100% owner of the licensee, and this company was inadvertently left out of the prior filing. So we're just seeking to get that back into the ownership structure, and that's all. No operational changes.
I don't have any questions.
Neither do I. Thank you.
Don't either, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item 14, Auditorium Cafe Inc., doing business as the Pour House, located at 909 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to 907 Boylston Street LLC, doing business as the Pour House at the same location. Stephen R. Brooks, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour. The board has already approved this transfer at the same location, just with a different manager. Therefore, the only transactional matter for the board is approval of this manager of record. Attorney John Aida. Attorney Aida.
Good morning. Thank you, Executive Secretary Green, Madam Chair, members of the board. As Attorney Green mentioned, this was previously approved, which at the time included a management company approval. Since that time, the management company is no longer involved. So one of those members was the proposed manager of record. So it precipitated the need to correct the application. With me joining is Stephen Brooks, the proposed manager of record. Mr. Brooks was previously approved by this board as a manager of record, but just to reiterate, he is a U.S. citizen, a Mass resident, has experience in the industry, and is familiar with the rules and regulations of the board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as it pertains to the sale and service of alcohol. And Mr. Tlaney also joins us. We did appear a second time in front of the Neighborhood Association of the Back Bay, just because there was questions about whether or not the establishment was committed to opening. And just to reiterate in front of this board that we are committed to opening the poorhouse. We're still acquiring the assets and on the clock with the bankruptcy court to do so, as these assets, including the licenses, are part of a bankruptcy court order. So this hopefully is the final step, and we'll be able to move ahead.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any questions, and thank you for explaining that Mr. Brooks is already approved by us.
Right.
Commissioners, do you?
No questions.
For me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Great, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I see that we've just been joined by Jesse's iPhone. Is that Mr. Powers? Is it Jesse Powers who's joined us? Are you able to unmute?
I am also here.
Great, thank you. So,
This
Mr.
is
Powers,
D'Angelo.
if you have now joined us, we can return quickly to item number 10 to approve a manager of record. So we have, again, Stephen T. DeAngelis, Inc., doing business as Golden Goose Market, petitioning to change the manager of the licensed business from Stephen T. DeAngelis to Jesse Powers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Powers, for joining us today. I am sorry for your loss, and I will make this as quick as possible. These are the 4 questions I ask anyone who is before us to be approved as a manager of record. Are you a citizen?
Say that again?
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Are you a resident of Massachusetts?
Yes.
Do you have experience in the food or beverage industry?
Yes.
And are you familiar with our rules and regulations, the rules and regulations of the ABCC and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
I am, yes.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any further questions. Thank you for joining us. Commissioners?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you very much for
All right.
joining
I
us.
want to thank you so much for all the extra effort. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Calling item number 15, Cuisiniers Inc., doing business as Masa Restaurant, located at 439 Tremont Street. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to 418 RE 1 Appleton LLC, doing business as Reunion BBQ at the same location. Jessica Jimenez Rivera, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour. Lastly, has petitioned for an approval of a management agreement between 418 RE 1 Appleton LLC and Reunion BBQ LLC. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Thank you, Secretary Green. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board, Attorney Ryan Gosda from McDermott Quilty Miller on behalf of the applicant. With me this morning is Jessica Jimenez Rivera, who is the proposed manager of record, as well as Jen Allen, who represents the management company. This is an application to transfer the former all alcohol license that was operated by the Masa restaurant at this site. Unfortunately, that restaurant closed down last year, and then the tenant entered into a lease settlement agreement with the landlord to transfer the license and forgiveness of back rent to that entity. So that is who will be proposed as the licensee here. Simultaneously with that, the landlord will enter into a management agreement with Reunion Barbecue to actually operate the new proposed establishment. It will be remaining largely the same in the sense of what historically has existed there. Hours of operation will remain the same. Layout largely will remain the same, just a slight beautification of the space. Excuse me, in a changing concept to a barbecue establishment. As I had said, Jessica is the proposed manager of record. She is also the 50% owner of the management company along with her husband. She is a Massachusetts resident, a US citizen, has over 10 years of experience in the industry, and is also familiar with the rules and regulations regarding the sale and service of alcohol. In terms of community outreach, I know Jen can chime in if I miss anything, but I know she has had communications with ONS, and they've also met with the Ellis neighborhood group, and they've received no opposition. But with that, we're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Attorney Gosda, is Jessica here?
I believe she
Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see you there before. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon, do you?
Nothing for me. Thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Hi, yes. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Kim Crucioli from Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. We received no opposition on this proposal. At this time, we'd like to defer to the board on this matter. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Seth Flynn. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now calling item 16, Lennox Sophia LLC, doing business as Lennox Sophia, located at 87 A Street in South Boston, has applied for a bring your own bottle alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above first floor of a 3-story mixed-use commercial and residential building. Restaurant consists of 750 square feet open floor plan with kitchen and dining room seating capacity of 20. Hours of operation Tuesday to Sunday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday brunch, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Manager Sheely May, closing time 10 p.m. Who's present on behalf of the applicant?
Hi, I'm Shi Mei. I'm the chef and owner of Lennox Sophia on 87 A Street. Good morning, everybody. I am applying for the BYOB license. I do have the support of the Neighborhood Association, St. Vincent and West Broadway, as well as the police captain of the neighborhood. I have a 20-seat restaurant, like I said, 750 square feet.
Okay. Mr. May, have we already sworn you in as manager of record?
I did previously apply for a 7-day malt and beverage one, which I was previously approved, but I didn't obtain one because there's none available.
Okay, so we have previously approved you. So it's 20 seats. Could you give us an idea for the BYOB? Are you going to have like one staff person assigned to uncork it, or how do you imagine this working operationally?
So I have currently 2 servers and myself that will be handling the uncorking of the bottle. We'll place the stemware on the table, and the guests will pour themselves. If they, for any reason, we feel like they're over enjoying themselves, we'll cut them off.
Okay. And what kind of food do you offer here?
I offer casual fine dining.
Okay. I want to ask Commissioner Curran and Commissioner Saxon if they have any questions specific to the BYOB request.
Not at this time, thank you.
Not at the moment, thank you.
Great, thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Hi, Madam Chair, members of the board, Haley Dillon, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. As Mr. May pointed out, he has the support of all the local civic associations, and our office has received no opposition, but would like to defer to the board. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Seth Flynn. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter today? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
These are all of the matters before the board today. With that, we will wrap up. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.